SPAS-12.
Okay, and your question?
For the detonation was also shown black and second garage, but handled by I think Sister Yolanda or Yolinda. Except there is
Oh, Black Lagoon. Yeah. The nun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nun. She carries a gold-plated one.
Okay, the SPAS-12, or in my opinion, one of the most psychotic shotguns ever developed. It was originally, it's chambered for the 12 gauge, only 2 3/4 inch. Most militaries actually necessitate a full 3-inch chamber because of the wide range of ammunition that becomes available when you add that extra 1/4 inch. With a buckshot, it's accurate. It's only effective about 50 yards, 150 feet. But if you're using modern stabilized slugs, you could easily get out to 200. It uses what's called an annular piston, which is the only thing crazier than the direct impingement. Annular piston means that you see the feed tube where your bullets or where your shells are held while they're waiting to be loaded into the gun. The annular piston is actually a ring-shaped piston inside a tube wrapped around your magazine. So you might not have burning gas being shoved into your magazine, but you do have burning hot gases rushing around your magazine, which, by the way, that ring-shaped piston is very difficult to clean. As for the pump action option, the pump has a lot of friction to it. It's very heavy, very difficult to use, and you're pretty much sacrificing your accuracy whenever you operate the weapon. You have to completely refine your zero. Price was also a little up there for a semi-automatic shotgun, at least by today's standard, especially considering that Browning developed the semi-automatic shotgun back in the early 1900s, late 1800s, somewhere in there. Kind of heavy, not too heavy, but it is a little on the heavy side for a shotgun, especially semi-automatic. Magazine's a decent 8 rounds. SPAS actually stands for special or sporting purpose automatic shotgun, depending on if they were selling it to a hunter or to a police agency. The hooked arm stock, which is kind of iconic, is actually used so that if you were wounded, you could hook it around your other arm and use it to stabilize the weapon, to fire it, so you could at least get out of the situation. The problem is they don't age well. They really don't. There's a plastic buffer in here that stops the bolt when it travels back. After about 10 years, that buffer turns to dust. You fire it more than 2 or 3 magazines full after that, and it will rip the weapon apart. It is just not capable of surviving without that buffer in there, and the company that makes it has abandoned the weapon, so you cannot get new buffers unless you figure out how to make them yourself. Another thing that they never showed you in the movies, but is really cool about this weapon, and it's called diverters. Basically, it's a special choke that makes the shot fan horizontally or vertically. And I imagine you could do some really cool tricks with that, although you never see it in the movies or in the anime or in the video games it's in. Black Lagoon, although technically the hooked stock should be hooked back, not forward. Spriggan, Blood Plus. And this is actually the final model made. It had a lot of differences. Originally, they had a very large lever safety here that was really, trust me, really easy to catch on things. And when you flipped it, you had about a 1 in 10 chance of your weapon automatically firing on you. They eventually replaced it with a little push button safety that you basically push it from one side to get it to go safe, and you push it from the other side to arm it. Also, as you can see, they kind of did away with the folding stock, put a rail in place where this folding stock would normally fold up into, and added a muzzle flash to reduce, or muzzle brake to reduce flash and help control the recoil.